Hello everyone, this is Jeffrey at the Desert Inkwell. I am bringing you some pointers on ordering a custom pen, a pen review, and we'll take a look at a couple inks today. I know for a new pen collector, and maybe even some veteran pen collectors, that ordering a custom pen can seem scary or intimidating, and I just want you to know it doesn't have to be. The pen that I'll be reviewing in a little bit is a pen made by Stephen at Just Turnings Pens. They're located in Brisbane, Australia. So that's a part of the world I now have a pen from. So ordering a custom pen. Stephen recommends that if you're going to order from him, you take a look at the blanks that he has available and the models of pens that he's made. So check out his Instagram or Facebook to get some inspiration of a starting point. Reasonably, you've probably seen a pen that he's posted or know another creator who has shared content either on YouTube or Instagram about that pen. Go into it as a conversation, have an idea of what you want, maybe have an idea of what nib you want or which nib you would want, color of the nib, color of the hardware, clip, cap bands, etc. if there are any. And then, don't be afraid to just ask. So it's a great option. I asked Stephen how he got started making pens, and he said pre-COVID he was turning component pens about 5 years or so. And when COVID hit, like many people did, he was reduced to working part-time at work. And so he used that time to improve his skill set and make these fully hand-turned pens. And they were really popular. That was a positive that came out of that time period. And he now still works part-time and then makes pens 2 days a week and other times when he can fit it in. I also asked Stephen, do you advise people if they're going to choose something that doesn't look good? And his response was that if he thinks it'll clash, he may advise the person of that, but ultimately your pen, it's your choice. He wants you to love the pen, he wants you to use the pen, so he'll make what you want that is in his ability to make. He also shared that sometimes people will want to match an exact color, and that while he may have plenty of blue options if you're trying to match something blue, that he may have plenty of options, but that it may not be an exact match. And so that's just something to know going into it as well. It really isn't scary. It's a maker. You can have a conversation and come up with some great ideas together, or you may go into the conversation knowing exactly what you want. Well, I think that's probably enough of my face for the moment. So let's get to the pen, shall we? Okay, today I'm bringing a beautiful pen made by Stephen at Just Turning Pens. His information will be in the comments below, so if you're looking for a new beauty to add to your collection, as I was, please don't hesitate to reach out to him via Instagram or Facebook, direct message, or his email. So the idea for this pen, before I unbox it, came in part while watching a recent video from Karina Loves to Plan, but I took it one step further. All right, let's take a look. Aha! Look at that. So this is, again, a hand-turned, hand-poured resin pen, and this was an opal blank. So I'm hoping you can catch all of the chatoyance in the pen. There is blues and pinks and some peaches and yellow and green. It is just fantastic. As we've discussed, doesn't matter to me, but let's see how many turns this takes to take this off. 1, 1.5. Sure. This pen does post. For most people, though, that may be too long to post, but it's comfortable even in my hand size either way. There's a bit of a step down here. just the way the curve of the section goes, it's like my finger misses the threads. But even if it was on them, it really wouldn't be an issue. They're not harsh. This is, again, everyone's favorite, a number 6 Jovo nib in chrome. I may end up putting a medium italic nib or a medium oblique nib on this pen. We'll see. Recently, during an episode of the Juicy Broads Pen Show, the topic was new ways to love pens that you already have. And while I did buy this pen after that show, so it's not necessarily getting reacquainted with what I already had, I did plan for the future, so to speak. Incidentally, if you are not already following, which I'm sure you are, the Juicy Broads Pen Show and Karina Loves to Plan, their channels are just really good, fun content. Love them both. You see this pen. Now, you're probably wondering, studio audience, how did I future-proof this plan? So give me a second and I will show you. Just to clarify too, not every pen maker offers this or designs their pens this way, but I also don't know if it's exclusively something that Just Turning's pens offers. This pen has a trick up its sleeve, so to speak. I ordered this pen with 2 sets of finials. That is this second box here. I took Karina's idea that she shared in her video and did order a second set of finials. But in addition, I ordered a whole second cap. Adding these additional cap and the additional finials was not a huge expense. But look at this. So we have it very great for winter or June, because Opal is June's birthstone. But really simply, I can change the look of this pen as simply as that. But I can also, that's another look, not endless combinations, but it's a lot of combinations. That is in my opinion, fantastic way to get more engagement, more use out of your pen. Because there are admittedly days where I'm not going to be feeling an all opal pen, but maybe an opal look pen with a black cap. Maybe that would encourage me to put black ink in here. Let's take the top off. No, not the top, the section. It's not kind of, that is not that kind of channel. This is not that kind of channel. Okay, you can see we have a section. I personally think, like, what a great idea. And Karina also had a beautiful pen. And she had 2 sets of finials, and one I think was like a transparent yellowish or gold, and one was blue. And it's like her pen just looked so different based on the finials on the end. So I am so grateful to have been inspired by her pen order and her choice, and so excited to be able to use this and change it around and know that I have some options. I did miss an opportunity, and he asked what color I would want the second clip to be, and I initially said silver, and I should have said gold. So, Stephen, if you're listening, please know I'm going to message you shortly to ask if I can order a set of gold hardware. Then I will really have all my bases covered. So, I am not going to fill this pen on camera today because you've all seen that, and we'll do that every so often, but not today. Today, we're going to get into some ink. Does it spin? Okay, I don't do that anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to get into some ink. My first choice. Now, this is not the bottle this normally comes in. This is Sailor Manyo Neko Yanagi. And when I had gotten a sample of this, and my son and I just loved it, but it was sold out. And not only was it sold out, but I was thinking, okay, maybe I don't need as large of a bottle as was available. So I bought 5 $4 samples of Neko Yanagi, Manyo Neko Yanagi from Goulet Pen Company, and they also sell empty Sailor bottles. So I put the samples into a bottle, which is another way if you maybe want to save a couple dollars. Goulet Pens does sell empty ink bottles from different manufacturers. So you could buy a couple samples and put them in a bottle from that company and still get a good experience at a reasonable cost. Okay. The next ink was a Christmas gift. Let me shake this off camera. Get all that. Okay. This next ink was a Christmas gift from my friend Denise, and it is Ferris Wheel Press Blue Barrel Tonic, which is like a blue ink with, I believe, a copper shimmer. It's gorgeous. Neko Yanagi has a little color shading trick up its sleeve as well. And then the last ink for today is the Dominant Industries Pearl Series. And this is Les Falaises de Trota. Les Falaises de Trota. I don't speak French. I had to Google that. So if it's wrong, don't come for me in the comments. I'm doing my best here, folks. I can't even spell English, so imagine trying to speak French. Okay. Shout out to all the multilingual people out there. You're doing a great job. Okay. All 3 of these inks are gorgeous, and we are going to swatch those for you today. We'll get my trusty cotton swabs. I have purchased a Kakamori brass nib, but I'm experiencing a slight learning curve, and so maybe in a future video we'll get to that. Okay. Does that not just look like the most beautiful sky? All right, we are gonna use this one. Beautiful. And you see here in the ink, as it dries, we get this halo effect, and it dries to a pink and a purple and a blue. It really, really is a beautiful, beautiful ink. Cap that out. Now, this Blue Barrel Tonic is a shimmer ink. You can see the shimmer collects at the bottom of ink bottles. So I'm just gonna go off screen really quick. Shake the bejeepers out of it. Don't shake the baby. Okay. And we're going to get in there just so I can make sure I get some shimmer. Okay. And for this one, I chose a blue. This is That is beautiful, and you can start to see the shimmer in some areas. Let's cap that up. We've discussed these little bottles with my clumsy hands are a tipping hazard. Okay, and then the last ink again is Dominant Industries Les Filets de Trottoir, which is the cliffs of Trottoir. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry, folks. I tried. Okay. This is a gorgeous ink. My thoughts are that it may be too green for this pen. That's the thing with pens is you can choose the blank, but you can't necessarily choose how, you can't choose how it's going to look once they start turning the pen, right? This one has a lot of yellow and a lot of green, and so if I want to pull maybe a different color forward, then I might choose a different ink, or if I want to lean into that green and yellow, then I might choose an ink that's more green. Is this glass pen not working? Oh, I have to spell this. Oh, I think I'd rather eat a razor blade. Hold on. People don't eat razor blades. I was kidding. But that's not the name of it, is it? Oh, I have botched this. Okay. It's Les Filets. Oh, shoot. Les Filets Trottoir. Whatever. Okay, so you can see this is also a shimmer ink, and that shimmer is there. Let me put this down and put the cap on, and I'll try and get you a closer view of what these inks look like on paper, and then we'll pick one, and then we'll do some writing, and what an amazing day it will be. You know what? We'll come back to these when they dry. So we have one that is more of a pale teal, green-based ink. We have Ferris Wheel Press Blue Barrel Tonic, Sailor Manyo Neko Unagi. This is pulling hard in the purple and pink direction, and no shimmer. This is a copper shimmer. So I'm going to ink the pen up. You have a conversation amongst yourselves as to which one you think I will choose, and then we'll be back. Alrighty, folks, we're back. Again, contender number 1 from Japan, Sailor Manyo Neko Unagi. From Canada, we have Ferris Wheel Press. And from Korea, Dominant Industries, Les Filets Trottoir. Alright, folks, let me move those bottles out of the way. And I chose Sailor Manyo beautiful, beautiful ink. This is a beautiful pen. So some of you may have noticed sometimes I hold the pen further back, and I think that's because I just am used to holding a paintbrush differently than I do a pen. I don't know. But that's what I do. Sometimes it just depends. It depends. why did I choose this one? So I wanted to pull, you know, this pink and purple and blue forward because I feel like that balances the color. I 100% will try these other two in here at some point, but I have not had a pen in my collection that I feel was perfect for this color, and I love the color and I have been dying to use it. So that's how it looks against the black cap. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna swap this out real quick for the opal cap, and then we'll wrap things up. Look, I got a pen with a sunroof. Sorry. Please hold. And there we go. Oh, I love that. That. See, I feel like that is a great pairing. I love it. Plus the cap has a good amount of the purple and pink and blue. Overall, this pen is gorgeous. Maybe some of you are wondering why I ordered an opal pen, which you may think as a more feminine blank. There's lots of talk about which are boy pens and which are girl pens, but we're not going to get into that today. So this pen was actually inspired by my mom, who is amazing. She had an opal ring or an opal pendant growing up, and I remember just looking at the opal and thinking it was the coolest, most beautiful thing ever. That, and now this was back in the 70s. she had this black dress with huge ostrich feather cuffs, and I just thought it was the most elegant thing ever. And so we have a opal pen with the perfect black dress, so to speak. She was a bombshell then, she's a bombshell now. That's the inspiration for this pen, because I like every pen to remind me of someone or a place or a memory. That way, you know, they're not only purposeful as a pen, but they also serve as a reminder of someone I love or a place I went. Anywho, that's it for today, folks. Before I sign off, that's it. I'm going to switch and say goodbye. So, as promised, these ink swatches have dried. Sailor Mano dries a lot faster, seem to be a faster drying ink than the Ferris Wheel Press or the Dominant Industries. So if you're a lefty, maybe this is a great ink for you. I'll test it over the week and then post something on Instagram later this week. So if you want to check in there, my Instagram is also Desert Inkwell. Let me get you a little closer. Sometimes the shimmers. So this is the Blue Barrel Tonic with that copper shimmer. It does look like it's a little darker on camera than it is in person. And then the Dominant Industries Pearl Series Neifele Etretat, or however, but I'm going to work on those pronunciations. But you can see all three are solid, beautiful inks. Any of them would have looked stunning in this pen, I'm sure. Okay, folks, well, before I sign off for today, a couple things. One, you have a fantastic day. A huge, huge thank you to everyone that has been watching the videos on this channel and subscribed. I'm absolutely blown away. I think we hit 100 subscribers on the 20th of February. It's the 25th, and I think we're at 163, which just blows my mind. If you liked the video today, please give it a cheeky thumbs up. If you haven't, I would love it if you subscribed, turned on notifications. It's free, though sadly not tax deductible. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday and stay out of trouble. Bye.